Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name Rian Dermawan, majoring in mathematics from Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. I will present you my research with Miss Siti Fatimah, Mr. Sofia Al-Hasmi, and Mr. Al-Ahjari Master. Okay. Compact function has studied a lot by mathematicians. One condition that must be fulfilled for Young's function is compact function. We are interested in study the relation between compact function and S-compact function that defined by Quay-Lindsay. Moreover, we define the generalization function by replace the compact function with S-compact function. Here, I will explain the definition of compact function, S-compact function, and Young function. Definition 1, compact function. A function v from 0 infinity to 0 infinity is called a compact function if for all xy in 0 infinity and alpha in 0, 1 satisfies this. And definition 2, as compact function, let 0 less than s less than or equal 1 function p is called a as compact function and satisfy this. Okay. Definition 3, Young function. A function v is called Young function if v is a compact function with v0 equal 0, limit t approach infinity, vt equal infinity, and v continues. For example, vt equal t power p for all t positive, where 1 less than or equal p less than infinity. Function p can be easily proved as a Young function. This is the result that we got. Lemma 1. If function p from 0 infinity to 0 infinity is a convex and v0 equal 0, then v is a S-compact function. To prove this lemma, let alpha power s plus beta power s equal 1 for 0 less than s less than or equal 1. Then we have v alpha x plus beta y equal this. Because this and p is aggressive, then we have this. From v is a compact function, we have this. Therefore, v alpha x plus beta y less than or equal this equal alpha power s vx plus beta power s vy. So we can conclude that v is a S-compact function. Converse of lemma 2 is not necessarily true. As an example, for function vx equal x power 1 per n. Function v is S-convex, but v is not convex. To prove v is S-convex, we use binomial Newton theorem as follows. This. So we can conclude that v is a S-convex function. To prove v is not convex, we know that second derivative vx always negative. So v is not a compact function. Now we will discussion about the generalized Young function. Definition for a function phi is called generalized Young function if phi is a S-convex function such that phi0 equals 0, limit t approach infinity phi t equal infinity, and phi continues. So in defining the generalization function, we just replace the convex function with S-convex function. Let A be a set for let A be a set of all Young function, and B be a set of all generalized Young function. Since for every phi in A based on lemma 1, then phi lemma 1, then phi is a S-convex function. Therefore, phi in B is mean A subset of B. It is not necessarily true that B subset of A. For example, a function phi t equal t power p for all t positive and values. It is clear that phi0 equals 0, limit t approach infinity phi t equal infinity, and phi continues. For proving p function is a S-convex function, in the 1 less than equal p less than infinity case, it is a convex function. And based on lemma 1, then p is a S-convex function. In the p equal 1 per n cases, has been proved that p is a S-convex function. Therefore, p is a generalized Young function. P not a Young function because for p equal 1 per n cases, the second derivative is always negative. Hence, p not a convex function. So, it is clear that the generalized Young function that we define is more general than the Young function. Based on the result of the study that the author conjectured regarding the relationship between the convex function and the S-convex function, we conclude that the scope of the S-convex function is more generalized than the convex function because there are examples of S-convex function that are not convex. So when we update the definition of Young function by replacing the convex function with S-convex, the scope of the update Young function is more generalized than the no Young function. The result of this study are expected to be a bridge regarding the generalized study of the Orlick space and the generalized of the weak type space. The research is supported by IBA Penguatan Complexity 2021. Thank you for your attention. If there is additional information that you need, please let me know. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.